We're gonna start off things with
Back with Tory.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, so
Okay.
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So just after we recorded last week's episode, Megan and her best friend Kelsey, who was at the Tory incident, unfollowed each other just days
Mm-hmm.
after Tory dropped his album. And then Kelsey posted in her story like thanking fans for positive messages during that time. And then one of Megan's other friends, I don't know how many random friends this girl has, like that just keep coming out of nowhere and talking. Like, I mean, this happens with all celebrities, but like it just, yeah. So one of her other friends comes out and calls out Kelsey for staying quiet during the whole ordeal. Kelsey said she'll speak when she's ready. Tory posted a message on his story shortly after, just praising God, blah, blah, blah. Everything's going to come through. And he was spotted by Casanova at a club in New York this weekend and filming a music video in Brooklyn, I believe, yesterday or the day before. So, I mean, like, he's out there. He's allowed to fly from California to New York or Florida to New York or wherever the incident happened. It was California, right? Kylie's house is in California. Yeah, California.
Yeah.
So he was allowed to leave the state and go to New York.
I thought he was been in Miami this whole time, no?
Yeah, so then he was allowed to leave California and go to Miami and leave Miami and go to New York and come back.
You know, he's able to do a lot because what
he is able. And I think what's it called? I think this whole her and Kelsey unfollowing each other is honestly the most interesting thing to me because now I'm really like, what actually happened?
I mean, we can speculate.
Yeah.
We can speculate. We're allowed to speculate. I want to say that up until this point, Meg and her had an agreement, or maybe Meg's and Kelsey and Meg's team had an agreement not to speak on anything, make it seem everything copacetic amongst each other. Maybe Meg's team gave her a lump sum of dollars to keep hush hush.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the consciousness was weighing heavy on her soul. Tory Lanez came out. I said a couple bars that specifically spoke to them and that situation that I can identify with that might just not be privy to the public. And she was like, "Man, all right, let me get up out of here." And then I'll follow her, but maybe she still got the bag. Maybe she might not even speak. Maybe she's just doing some lip service to save face.
Yeah, maybe. Because there was another post a while ago that said her friend Kelsey was going to come out and say something from before. Remember? That girl who claimed to go drop off Megan's clothes to her? She was saying that Kelsey was going to come out and say something, and it never happened. But obviously that means that somebody knows something about her and Megan maybe not having been actually cool this whole entire time after it happened. Who knows? Yeah. I guess, I don't know. That's the most interesting thing to me, to be honest. And I just think, like, that, like... adds to the story.
And also, remember how I've been saying this? I've been hinting at this. I was like, I don't think she got shots.
Yeah, you said that.
I've been saying fragments hit her shit. Mm-hmm. Which is starting to be, as people continue to talk and as time continues to go, I think people with I wouldn't want to say common sense, but people who are taking the time to really analyze the situation, I started to go like, yeah, I don't know if she got shot.
This is what I'm saying. People are thinking with their emotions and not with their logic. The person that I had this conversation with that went left, this person didn't even know the order of which the events happened in. They thought that Megan got shot and then and then the police let her go back in the car with Tory. She's like, oh, isn't that why she lied to the police? Because I'm like, why would you get back in the car with someone if they shot you? She's like, oh, isn't that why she lied to the police though? I'm like, do you really think the police saw her feet and let her go back in the car with Tory? They got pulled over after the fact. She got shot, went back in the car, then they got pulled over. If you don't know the order of events, clearly you're not thinking logically about this, and this is all just your emotions. Like, that's the other problem. Nobody's thinking, like, logically about it. Everyone's just putting, like, their emotions right into it, and now people are starting to backtrack on what they said initially. A lot of people are. Which is just interesting. That's all.
Yeah, man. I also just want to say this, right? Who shot at Megan? Well, did someone shoot at Megan, or was the gun discharged? There's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I also, some people might be going like, what's the difference between someone shooting and a discharging of a gun? Someone shooting, I mean, when I say someone shooting, I mean
They're
someone
aiming
pointing
at
and
you.
aiming
Yeah.
at Megan. Discharge mean maybe there was an accidental fire, maybe there was a tussle,
Mm-hmm.
an exchange between hands and the guns, and something popped off.
And that was your
That's what I
theory
mean.
in the very beginning. I remember that was because
Yeah.
that theory, after you said it, I'm like, holy fuck, that's actually like really plausible. Like that could have happened. I don't know.
Makes sense, man.
I still stand on what I said. I don't think Tory. I don't. Megan, something happened to her. Yes, I'm not denying that anything happened to her. Okay, I'm in no way victim blaming or denying that anything happened to her, because the definition of victim blaming is denying that something happened to somebody, which is not what I'm doing. But I don't think it was Tory. I don't.
I thought victim blaming was like, yo, whatever happened to you, you deserve that shit.
That too. I checked the definition on Google and had to send it to someone to get them straight real quick. Just to let them know that's not what was happening. Because I said countless times, like listen to the fucking episode if you're gonna talk to me about what I said. Like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like don't do that if you're not, because I had people talk to me after the fact that did listen to the full episode and just messaged me on a one-off, like, yo, what you're saying is so true, blah blah blah, like whatever. But yeah, I just yeah, it's not victim blaming is when you deny that anything happened to the person, from what I saw.
All right. Well,
which
the internet has me thinking victim blaming is just not agreeing with the stories.
Clearly,
you know what? I don't necessarily agree. Victim blaming.
That's the problem. And then the people are trying to force their views onto other people by calling them these names or saying that they're doing this and that, trying to force you to just turn on yourself, like, and be like, oh shit, I'm wrong, I offended. Like, no, bro. I said what I said. I know what I'm saying, and I know the intention behind my words. They teach you, I literally have a degree in communications. They teach you that you are not responsible for how the messenger receives your message. Your intention behind it, like is what's there, but you're not responsible for how they receive it. If I say like an example, like perception, honestly, it comes down to like perception and your understanding of things. If I say, are you good in Toronto? That means something completely different in New York or in Washington, D.C. So that's what it comes down to. Like, you know, so it's just, yeah.
Yeah, man. You want to tell the haters out there to suck your dick?
Yeah, suck my fucking dick.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's how we do it over here.
It's all right. Every other conversation I had was positive, and it was actually conversation. So
did you get a chance to see this video of the Versace Vice President?
I did see that.
Yeah. So I'm more of a reader. I didn't even take the time to see this guy doing the video, but
like 8 seconds.
I like to read.
Yeah, same.
They broke down everything. So in the reading, so this is what happened. Dude's walking outside Versace and jaywalking. So in the article, he jaywalked, which is illegal, right? Just want to put that out there. And I'm not trying to, victim blame.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
That should be the title of the episode.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to victim blame.
I'm not trying to victim blame. Yeah. He jaywalked, which is illegal. An officer caught that, caught up with him, and then profiled him after he did something illegal, from his words, because he had a Versace bag, walking out of Versace, and he was black, right? Then, they asked for ID. Dude, not really trying to give up ID, on some like, I'm not trying to be compliant shit. Then officer frisk him. This all happened in LAPD. This all happened in LA. They frisk him. He takes out the camera and frames it as if he's being profiled by the police officer. And then one of the police officers in the back says, hey, that's not how it went. He's trying to switch up the narrative. And I'm like, how did it go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, my thing is like, I've jaywalked so many times and never been stopped. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people do it all the time. Like, that's the smallest crime, if it can even be considered that, to be stopped for and ticketed for and stuff. So like, yeah, I can agree with the fact that I do think he was racially profiled regardless. Like, it sucks, but like nowadays automatically when it's white cops, like it's kind of a second nature. Is that the word? I don't know. Like second nature to just assume that that's what's going on, you know? I'm not saying they're all like that, but I'm saying like because of everything that we see and we've been seeing for years now, like that's what it feels like. And you know, like in that case specifically, like yeah, jaywalking is such a small thing. Like I don't think I've never heard of anyone actually getting stopped for that.
Yeah, I mean, you get tickets, right? You get ticketed for it.
How much do tickets range for? Do you know?
To be honest, I want to say it's maybe $50.
Wow.
I've never gotten a ticket myself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I never gone up the way to jaywalk in front of a police officer, so I wouldn't know.
I'm gonna try it one day and see what happens. Yeah. I'm gonna make it an experiment. I will actually do it.
So my thing is, yeah, jaywalking is a crime, is a small minor crime. Oftentimes, it's a crime so insignificant a cop would honestly overlook you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In this situation, it was just using the opportunity to exact maybe a profiling of this black man with a very expensive bag, going like, "Whoa, what you got there, buddy?"
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I mean, certain people do not want to give up ID when questioned by police officers because they feel they didn't do anything wrong.
Especially in America too.
Yeah. So my speculation is that maybe this probably wouldn't has gone as far if dude was like, "Yo, bro, here's my ID.
Mm-hmm.
Take it." He probably go like, "All right, cool." And then he probably, you know what? He should have just asked for a ticket. "I'm sorry, I jaywalked, sir. Let me get that ticket." Probably got a ticket and kept it pushing.
I think he still got a ticket.
Yeah, but like now he got like profiled, and now he's the poster boy of being profiled. Yeah.
I don't know. I believe
I can't tell you what to do.
Yeah, I believe the narrative. To be honest with you, I believe it.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying he gave him an opportunity to abuse it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what else? So do we care about that Drake dated SZA like 12 years old? Technically 11 years ago.
I was trying to figure out how, like, because SZA was not that popping then. Drake was like kind of sort of like getting popping at that point. Mm-hmm. Like, how did they even meet? Like that's what I was trying to figure out. Sitting there trying to think about that part.
At Sephora.
Yeah, because I was like, whoa, like that's so long. Like neither of like Drake was getting there, yeah, but SZA was like nowhere to be seen. Like I didn't even know what the hell or who the hell SZA was at that point, you know?
Yeah, she actually addressed this and she said that it wasn't 08, but for poetic rhyme's sake, he said 08. Yeah. Because it rhymed with wait. Yeah. But it was actually 09.
So she was of legal age because that's what she was trying to clarify.
Yeah. It wasn't all no creepy shit. It was 09. He dated her in 09.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm just as confused as to where she come from. New Jersey, right? She's from New Jersey?
I don't know. I'll Google it right now and check.
I think she's from New Jersey.
Let's see.
I'm thinking, what's Drake doing in New Jersey? So when he's talking about...
Oh, no. She's born in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
St. Louis. Oh, she's 29.
29, 12 years ago. She was born in
1990, so 12 years would be 19.
No, it was actually
18. 18, yeah, so she was 18 then at the time.
Yeah. And Drake is like 30-something.
So she was born in 1990, which means Drake would have been... Hang on. Drake would have been, he was born in 86, so 4 years. Not that bad. She was 18, he was 22.
Damn, he did SZA. So, do we care?
Honestly, no. Like, I would care now, if it happened now, because they're both, like, pretty famous now. But back then, no. I don't care.
I don't know. Man, Drake probably got them SZA cheeks, man.
I mean, if they dated, yeah, I would think so. Most people fuck a person they're in a relationship with.
No, we're talking about 09. We'll chill out. We're talking about 2009. The cootie cat was kind of hard to get it back then.
You weren't having sex. Oh, well, I wasn't having sex in 2009. I was only in grade 9 then. Were you having sex in 2009?
Yes.
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
I wasn't getting the cheeks like that in 2009. Like this is like I'm talking about. The cootie cat was kind of hard back in the day. We had to do this thing. We had this term that we used back in the day called put in work. You have to put in work, man. And put in the work, man, late night convos, texting profusely, making sure that we like her. Making sure that we know that she, you're on her line and on her thigh. Then we get the cootie cat.
Yeah, I'm glad that I didn't.
But like 2 weeks minimum.
You give it to, wow. I'm glad that I didn't experiment with any of that in high school. Because I think.
Oh, you weren't clapping cheeks and you weren't getting your cheeks clapped in high school?
Nope. I lost my virginity late, 19.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I lost it late, but I'm kind of glad I did it that way.
Kind of a loser.
I was like, oh,
wow!
Yeah, I like it that way though, because I feel like in high school I was very innocent in high school. I just played sports.
All right,
that's it.
You weren't. Hey man, that handicap washroom in some of them high schools, man. A lot of top was given up there, man.
Yeah, and well, I didn't know about anything. I just.
Oh, they kept you out the way.
I kept myself out the way. How about that?
That's very nice high school you went to. So no one's pressuring you.
People.
Did you?
Yes, one guy actually.
I don't want to say pressure.
No.
As some type of cohorts or nothing.
One guy. It's pretty funny because he'll try every couple years still to like talk to me, but he was a year older, and he when I was in grade 12 going to prom cottage, he's like, let me come with you. Don't you want to know what it's like to leave high school and not be a virgin? And I was like, buddy, no, it's not happening. Like, it's just not happening. And he still every couple of years he'll still hit me up on Instagram. Hey, don't you want to know what it's like to date a white guy? I'm like,
oh, he's white.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't. I really don't. He talks pretty bold. And I'm like, no, man.
You know what? It probably works, to be honest. He's probably clacking mad cheeks, though.
Maybe. He's not bad looking. He's just, he's short. He's very short. Shorter than me. It's not happening. The fuck do I look like?
I don't know. You might get, well, you're in a relationship, so I'm going to respect that.
Yeah. I actually made a joke the other day about something about dating Drake. I was talking about this SZA thing with my boyfriend, and I was saying something about dating Drake and when he's gonna date me. And he's like, he was drunk and I was sober, and he looks at me, he's like, oh, why would you say that? Do you plan on dating Drake? I'm like, do you think I have a chance with Drake? Are you stupid? I'm like, I'm just waiting for you to react. And he did. He reacted. I was like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man. Your girl says she's going to date Drake. Do you really think that's realistic? Like, really?
Nah, to be honest, if you reacted, that means you got potential.
I was literally dying. I'm like, you're so dumb, bro. Like, you really think I'm, like, it's not happening. It's not.
Never know.
It's not. I mean, it's not going to happen. It's not.